I had it up though. I didn't want to broadcast until you was ready, but I'm broadcasting now, I think. Somebody check it!
Nothing's popped up yet. Jerk off of red. Oh, there it is. Jerkoff.tv/artretro. Says offline. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna answer the call and you guys talk.
Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. So. Words.
Yes. Words. They're very powerful.
Yeah, I know, right?
Very, very, very powerful.
I mean, what would we do without them?
I don't know.
We'd actually
Testicles.
we
I'm speaking.
yes.
Speaking.
Hunt,
Big stuff here.
Hunter likes cocks.
He does. It's true.
It's a fact.
It is. Hold on. I'm gonna get on Twitch. I'm really, really low. Can you hear me now? Hold on.
Hmm.
Turn up my audio settings.
God damn it.
What about now? What about now? I'm turning up the volume on my microphone. You're gonna let me. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Little Joker's end. I don't know what the problem is then.
Huh. Weird.
Unless Joker doesn't have his volume up. Joker, turn your volume up a little bit.
My volume's all the way up.
I have no idea why it's not working then.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
I don't know who Nike is.
Alright, try it now.
Hello. This is me speaking. I'm talking really loud. Where did Jimmy go? As soon as he left.
He went.
Alright, your
He went to do black guy stuff.
Alright, then I guess it's just us four. Or us three. I don't care.
Square.
Alright, I'm fixing the dashboard right now. God damn it, Hunter.
What the hell is he spamming and I can't see it? It's just squares.
It's a bunch of squares.
Stop spamming squares.
It's a bunch of squares. Oh,
Wait, what?
I got the dashboard up.
Ching.
Babe.
Wrong.
Pizzeria and pretzel. Pizzeria and pretzels, guys.
Pretzels.
Whee!
Oh, well. Jimmy even on Facebook? No, he's not.
Huh? Oh.
Jimmy.
Oh.
Black man.
Yes, I know.
He's not on Facebook.
I should be on Facebook.
Alright, well. We're gonna get this started. You guys ready?
I guess.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
I'm not, but okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Hi guys. How you guys doing today?
Oh,
Fine.
Jonesy,
I'm good.
you're good? This is the Tired Show, episode 59. This is great. It's three people.
Perfect.
3 people. That means you two have to talk.
Okay.
And by talk, I mean speak.
Okay.
What's that?
I don't know. But introduce yourselves, people. Do it.
I'm the Joker.
Congratulations.
I'm the I'm the Jonesy.
Yep. We had a black guy in here, but he left. So
He went to do some black eye stuff.
Big Fish is in here, but he's quiet. Hunter's spamming our Twitch, not our Twitch chat, our Skype chat right now,
Because he's retarded.
like the Jersey douchebag that he is. Anyway, Old School Raw just ended. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yay.
Buffalo crowd sucks.
Yes, it does.
Alright, here, quick poll. Worst crowd, Corpus Christi, Buffalo, or Atlanta?
Mm.
Oh,
That's...
they're equal. They're all bad.
They all suck.
This is a serious question, too, by the way.
I know. When was the last Corpus Christi show? I'm trying to remember how bad.
In the winter, I think? It was either the summer or the winter.
I'd say the one they was at tonight was pretty bad. I'd say it was probably the worst.
Even worse than Atlanta.
I don't remember Atlanta, so...
Atlanta was pretty dead.
Oh. Then,
Like, deader than dead.
I think that. Well, I honestly can't figure it out. They're all that bad.
they're all...
You know, you're a crap crowd when The Undertaker comes out and he
You
doesn't...
can't cheer.
Yeah. He doesn't get the pop that you think he'd get.
No. I
And
thought
it's-
I thought
Ed-
I thought the crowd would like explode when that first gong hit, and it didn't.
Right?
And it was just
They should have, but they didn't.
It
yeah.
was like gong, and they're like, "What?
Yay!
What is this?"
Whoa.
Where'd the lights go?
It's a dead. Oh my God! It's the Shield. They probably thought it was the Shield.
The area
Hey,
turned into a black person.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Racism at its finest.
is this John Cena, Daddy?
It's John Cena in a Super Shredder outfit. Anyway,
Daddy, who's the man in the coat?
why does he come out the dark music? Why is
He
the
scares me.
why is the arena purple? I don't understand. Okay, so
I want John Cena.
right, so we're gonna go through the main things, and we're gonna say what we liked and what we didn't like about them. So it's one of those shows where we don't care, and we're just gonna do this. So first, The Undertaker return. Your thoughts?
I didn't get to see this live because I was doing something.
I thought it was cool he showed up, but
He showed up.
that's it.
That's pretty much what he did. He came out and raised his arms, and pyro went off, and
Basically, this is how it's summed up. This is how it is summed up. Undertaker shows up. Then, Raw intro. Okay, everybody, goodbye. It was nice seeing you for 5 seconds. I'm gonna go back to my locker room now.
yeah.
I'm gonna go nurse my injuries.
It was nice seeing you again, but I have to take care of this hip.
And then,
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be at WrestleMania.
and then as soon as they did it, the opening, Punk came out. Like, really?
Yeah, I know, right? When Punk came out, I was like, oh, where's the Undertaker?
They could have had The Undertaker come out at that very moment, but no. They had to have him come out and do his little thing.
Yeah.
Just pointless.
It was pretty damn pointless. Yeah.
All right, the next big thing. We're not gonna go through the entire show, just the big points.
Right.
What else happened that was big?
What happened? What's happening?
Oh, the teasing of Mark Henry and Ryback.
Hmm.
Would that be a good match?
Mm,
Two powerhouses going at it.
Who would have the edge, though? Would it be Henry or Ryback?
I want to say Henry. I want to say Mark Henry. I mean, sure, Ryback, he's been, well, pretty damn unstoppable. But I guess I'm just saying Mark Henry because I'd rather Mark Henry kicked his ass.
Jonesy.
That's what I do.
Okay.
I like to see it.
Now, if it gets booked, who would win? Mark Henry just came back. He's unstoppable, and Ryback doesn't want to lose. What? His fourth pay-per-view in a row? Fifth?
No one wins, no contest.
Can Ryback do shell shock on Mark Henry?
I don't
Mark
know.
Henry, you will start a slam on Ryback.
Yeah, he can.
Well, obviously, but
I'm saying
will
that
Ryback find a way to get out?
probably. If Henry can do it to Khali, he can do it to Ryback.
Can Ryback give birth to another hand?
He didn't give birth to the hand the first time.
I know, but can he give birth to a hand?
Maybe. It's debatable. Well, so much for Mark Henry and Jericho. And Ryback and the Big Show.
Jericho wasn't even on tonight.
And he's not going to be on for like another 3 weeks.
That's bullshit.
So, well, he's touring. He's with Fozzy. Anyway, the Cena promo. How bad did you want to cry? We're doing a podcast, Greg, by the way. Feel free to comment. And we're not doing the whole show. We're just hitting on the main parts. Because I don't want to be on here too long, because Joker's got weather issues and he might cut out. But anyway, Cena Rock promo. Your thoughts? What you liked, what you didn't like?
That was the most boring thing I have seen all night.
All night?
Well, no, there was also the Triple H promo. But we'll get to that later on, though.
Actually, the Cena promo was the Cena Rock thing was pretty.
It was not brutal. It was lackluster. No, it was lackluster. It was just like their entire feud for the past 2 years. There wasn't anything behind it. It's hard to book a feud that's gone on for 2 years. Let's be honest. And especially if that person who's prominent to the feud isn't there constantly. It was a very lackluster promo. You would think that there would be energy between the two for their so-called history.
No.
But all it felt like was just two guys doing a regular promo. Cena was trying to put heart behind it, but it wasn't that the heart wasn't there. It's just that there's nothing there to really. Cena had everything to lose. He only had, a couple incidences with The Rock for him to even go by him. Either I win this match or I lose everything. What are you gonna lose, Cena?
The funny
What are
thing
you gonna lose?
The funny thing is, when he mentioned that he lost everything, he's like, when I lost, my career went to a tailspin. It's like, we'll see, you beat Brock.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, 2012 was one of the worst years for Cena.
Well, he beat Brock Lesnar. He beat The Big Show. He won Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
He lost Money in the Bank.
But he still won it.
He still
Then
won.
he lost against Punk over and over again.
But the fact still stands that he still won Money in the Bank.
He was still kicked out of the main event. He wasn't on top that he was. Honestly speaking, yeah. If you look at the past, 7 years, Cena was in the main event. This was one of the worst. 2012 was one of the worst years for Cena because he wasn't in the main event. He wasn't constantly being on top. So yeah, he's correct. That was one of his worst years.
It's because they weren't pushing him as the top. It's supposed to be Punk.
Exactly, and that's what Cena was trying to say. It's not that, again, we're trying to look at this as more of a gimmick standpoint, where we know the backstory. We know that they were giving the push to CM Punk, and they didn't want to have John Cena come in and ruin it. We know that, but if you look at it to a point, very gimmicky, very mark-based, where we don't know everything that's going on in the back, Cena was very right. This was one of his worst years, even though he was able to overcome John Laurinaitis. He was to overcome Brock Lesnar. He still failed to attempt to cash in Money in the Bank and win the WWE Championship. He failed to beat CM Punk at Night of Champions. He got injured, putting him sidelined and having Ryback get over him.
Well, that was.
And on top of that, he was in a scandal with AJ Lee that tarnished, and I'm using air quotes, tarnished his name. If you look at it into a mark point of view, this was one of Cena's worst years.
Well, I'm looking at it from a non-mark point of view.
Well, they want you to look at it at a mark view,
I'm not
because
for
that's
that.
how. Because if you look at it at a mark view, it tells how good of it. If you're sitting there and you're listening to a CM Punk promo and like what he did, near the end of the night, right before their big match where they had Mae Young and all that, and he interrupted Mae Young's birthday celebration,
Which was classic, by the way.
which was classic heel heat. If you looked at that at a mark view, you would boo him. You'd be like, "Why is it you are a jackass for interrupting her birthday?" That's the reaction that WWE is getting. And if you get that kind of reaction, you succeed in bringing more people to boo this guy that you were trying to make him boo. If you look at it at a smart point of view, you're not going to boo CM Punk, even though even he wants you to boo him. He wants you to absolutely hate him. But if it wasn't for the IWC, the Internet Wrestling community,
Which were
everybody would be hating him right now. But all the smarts, they'll say constantly, Cena sucks, blah, 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 blah. Well, you gotta look at it at a mark point of view. You gotta look at it where WWE is gonna be making the most money, and that's off the marks.
Well, I'm pretty sure most of us in here aren't marks. Well, except for Strike.
No. Well, okay. Well, yeah, none of us here, but you have to still be able to look at it at both a mark standpoint and a smart standpoint to get a point across. Because if you don't look at it at both standpoints, you only have one, and people are gonna call you out on it.
That happens all the time anyway, so even if you look at it from both point of views, they still call you out on it
The
regardless.
thing with the Rock and CM Punk promo is that it was very lackluster.
CM Punk.
If the Rock and Cena promo, sorry, it was very lackluster. The feud for the past 2 to 3 years has not succeeded in getting anything over. The Rock hasn't brought any viewers back to Raw. There's still, with CM Punk as WWE champion, you had the lowest ratings of all time, in the past 15 years, blah, blah, blah. But you were going through Super Bowl season. You were going through football season. And football was constantly getting 16.8, viewer Nelson ratings every week. They were taking viewers away from Raw. We all knew that. It was not CM Punk's fault. Even John Cena was on TV. He couldn't get the ratings. The show that they decided to bring the Raw back, the first Raw of the year, the live Raw, and it suddenly gets 3.0 because The Rock was on. And I don't believe that The Rock brought in those views. I just believe that since football was finally getting over and people were finally getting their Mondays back to watch WWE, that's why the ratings went up. So everything from The Rock and Cena, very lackluster. It just doesn't feel like there's anything going between those two. There's just no history in there. Why are they trying to build history? You need a feud like this to actually go on for months after months after months, not year after year after year. Once every year. You need this to be a constant feud in order to believe any of this that's coming out of Cena's mouth.
Well, I felt like tonight The Rock didn't even care what he was saying.
I felt Rock was just doing so much better work with CM Punk.
There was no enthusiasm in his voice.
There was, yeah.
I-
When he was doing when he was finishing up his promo with Cena, it was very I don't know. He felt very not into the entire story.
They both felt like they weren't into it at all.
No. Cena fell into it. Cena felt way into it. He was trying to get his heart out, but like I said, there's nothing to put your heart out if there's nothing there to build upon.
Well, it's like I said, The Rock didn't care.
Joker, really quickly, can you raise the volume on the XSplit on
I-
the side?
I already
Yep.
already
Is it
rose.
as high as it goes?
I think so. Yeah.
Can you lower your then? Lower
Um.
your volume just by a little bit. Don't.
It's
lower
either I lower mine and everyone will be low, or mine can be high and all of you will be low and no one will hear it.
lower yours, but do not lower.
Oh wait a minute. How about now? Is that good?
Yeah, sure. I just want you to lower yours just a little bit because you are louder than a lot of us.
Well, let me test it. Let me see. How I sound now? Good.
You're fine. Just move on. We'll just move on. Mike, go.
Okay. What you guys think of the Triple H promo?
I thought it was boring. It was for me. It was just as boring as the one with The Rock and Cena. I could not pay attention to it. I lost attention. It lost my attention.
Well, you lose attention a lot.
That's not the point though. That was just.
The thing with
I didn't
Triple H
like it.
Brock Lesnar promo, I thought it was actually decent. But just because I feel that Triple H he knows how to work a promo well, and he knows how to put his words where they're supposed to be. And I didn't feel it was bad. I felt it was a good promo. I felt it was a good promo calling out Lesnar. And we're just gonna have to wait till next week to see what Lesnar's response is.
They should have had Heyman come.
My children were crying.
Daddy, why are you being beat up again?
I don't think Heyman was needed because if Heyman came out, it would have just extended the entire promo by another 5 to 7 minutes. It would have been a long one, and people would have been, really bored about it.
Well,
Just to have Triple H go out there, say what he needed to say, call out Lesnar, it was a good promo.
well, to be fair, that entire crowd looked bored the entire night.
We're in Buffalo.
Yeah, that crowd.
Yeah.
That crowd sucked.
It was a
It's-
terrible crowd.
It's the worst part of New York. I mean, not the worst part to live in, but I mean, it's the worst part to have a crowd in.
But still, it's a big city, though.
It's a big city, but it depends on who goes.
It's the third show that we've seen. You know it's a bad show when The Undertaker comes out and doesn't get a pop.
It was a good pop. I mean, it's not the pop that, you would expect for Taker to have.
But it's a year-long return.
You could, I mean, I could definitely hear the crowd going, crazy for The Undertaker. Just because it's not picked up loudly on the TV doesn't mean that he's still not getting a huge pop getting out there. I bet you it was a loud pop, but it's not like a San Francisco pop where the entire arena shakes.
That's what I wanted.
Well, you're not going to get that every night.
It's The Undertaker. He's been gone a year. Come on now.
This is not the Attitude Era where every single place that you go to, you're going to have just teenagers destroying the entire place.
They should. It would be great.
Well,
It'd be nice, but it won't happen.
It would be nice,
it's
but
not the ECW crowd where they're just going to throw weapons in the ring just for the hell of it.
Dude.
Stop throwing chairs into the ring.
Oh, by the way, he told Brock to keep bleeding. I'm calling for your first blood match at WrestleMania. They should make it happen.
It's PG, bro. It's not going to happen.
But they should make it happen.
First
Alright.
cut match.
For,
Paper cut. Ends a match.
for one night, they should have a first blood match. It's WrestleMania. It's pay-per-view.
Body slam.
Just let him go. What do you want the Lex Express back?
mm,
He's gonna come back and slam Yokozuna? Get out. God, you make me feel old.
You are old.
I am. Fandango! Oh wait.
No. That's it right.
I'm sorry,
That's
sorry.
it right.
Sorry.
Fandango.
Don.
God damn, Mike, you're so white.
What?
Fandango. Jungle.
right?
It's go.
Isn't Johnny Curtis white?
Yeah.
Shut up. Two of the most underrated talents on the roster: Johnny Curtis and Kurt Hawkins. And only one of them now is getting a push. But honestly, because of his gimmick, he's not going to succeed as much as Damien Sandow did. There's something about the entire gimmick that just tells me job squad, job squad, job squad.
Fandango is completely different than Damien Sandow.
And he's completely different, but gimmick-wise, when Damien Sandow first made his debut, I was saying he's not going to succeed, he's not going to win any championships. And he evolved. And I'm not saying that Johnny Curtis can't evolve from his Latin dance gimmick, but it just feels like he's gonna have trouble finding a way to evolve it. If he's able to evolve the gimmick into something big, all props to him, he's gonna succeed. But something that the gimmick alone does not look champion quality of a gimmick.
And before
If he was just Johnny Curtis, the creeper guy who was hitting on Caitlyn for months on months, and he was trying to like grope her and shit like that, like he was on NXT. Oh god, he would have been amazing. But
by the way, who was the trainee that was out with him tonight? Who is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not. I think. I don't know. Not a random. I heard WWE was trying to hire some dancer for Curtis to come out with.
Oi.
Continue.
And Justin Roberts looks like a vendor that works at Disney World. Like, seriously.
I have friends who work at Disneyland.
His suit looked like he was a theme park dude at Disney. What? Why? What? Just no.
It was old school night.
I don't care. King said,
Oh, and I wanted to make a really quick statement.
"Go ahead."
I love that arena.
I like
Just the look of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's very simple. It's not there's not a lot of screens like the original arena is, where there's like 8 different Titantrons, like just right in front of you. It's a simple one Titantron, the words Raw, and the entrance. There's no big stage area. It's just very simple. I don't know. They should just keep that, and they should keep the coloring of it. I don't like the red lighting over the crowd. It gives me a headache, and so I like just how they got rid of that completely tonight.
I wasn't really paying attention to the entrance.
Oh no, I pay attention to everything. It just looked nicer. It didn't look
Felt
shitty.
simple.
It felt very simple, and that's what the arena shouldn't be larger than life. The superstars should.
Well,
I guess that's how I would put it. Don't throw 10 Titantrons in front of me and an arena bigger than fucking the White House. Just give me a Titantron, give me something simple, and just let the superstars make their entrances, and have the entrances themselves be special, not the fucking stage arena.
well, the ring gave me a old school feel. I felt like I was seriously watching a match from 1993.
Oh yeah, no, I throughout the entire show I felt I was, back as a kid watching fucking, Roddy Piper and shit like that. It felt like a very classic, Raw throughout the entire show. Especially during Swagger segments as well. I don't know, Swagger felt natural, which is all that classic designing and shit like that around them.
I didn't like the squash match that he had with Duggan.
Yeah.
Was he even a match?
No.
No.
The bell rang, but then he just 2 minutes in, he hit him with the 2x4.
Why are we out here? To put over Jack Swagger, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. We the people. Anyway,
How low are Jim Duggan's tits gonna go?
Is that what he's wearing a shirt tonight?
Yeah. I wonder if Swagger hit him in the section where, in the side where he doesn't have a kidney. Because he had lost a kidney to cancer.
No. The joke was failed. Move on.
Well, I was asking a legit question.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I was listening.
I know you were. Yeah, piece of trash. What you think of the Honky Tonk Man?
He's
Chair
old
shot,
asshole, and why was he there in the first place?
guitar shot. That was it.
He was with Brodus.
I'd rather see a Jeff Jarrett guitar shot than a Honky Tonk Man guitar shot.
Slap nuts.
Because let's face it, the only reason why the Honky Tonk Man was Intercontinental Champion for 400 and something days because they never used the Intercontinental Championship when he was doing his shtick in WWE.
But he was the greatest.
Honkity man.
But he was the greatest. He was the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all the times.
He had an Intercontinental Championship run like Kofi Kingston had an Intercontinental Championship run. He was fighting
Santino.
people constantly and never really had a feud going with him.
Well, that's kind of sort of the point. You want a fighting champion who fights everybody.
Yeah, but you also want a champion
And the loser doesn't want to say
who if they're just gonna have him constantly win his defending championship matches. Why fucking have him in the first place?
Speaking of the Intercontinental Champion, you got another jobber entrance tonight.
Yep.
It's great. Poor Wade Barrett.
Yeah.
They should have never took Bo Dallas off TV.
Ah.
As sad as I'm saying it. Take Bo Dallas off TV, he starts losing matches. It sucks.
You wanna know what you do with
I
Wade
miss
Barrett?
the carded face.
You fucking you put the Prince gimmick on him, where a couple months ago Wade Barrett was like, just call me Prince Wade Barrett. Put William Regal with him as his manager, and there you go. Let that develop as something amazing.
But why?
Put him as Finley as his manager.
But why? Barrett can talk. He doesn't need him out. He doesn't need a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because Wade Barrett would look better with a manager.
Managers.
I'm not. Like, there's managers who could talk for the wrestlers, and then there's managers like what Paul Heyman has been doing for the past couple months with CM Punk. He doesn't. William Regal doesn't necessarily need to talk for Wade Barrett. He just needs to be there and act as his assistant to the ring. His assistants when he's in a match or something like that.
Speaking of managers, Ted DiBiase.
Yeah,
Money.
this is just
Wanted him.
This was just a charity event, pretty much. This entire Raw was a charity event for Mae Young, for Ted DiBiase.
This entire show was supposed to be a throwaway show.
It didn't seem like a throwaway show.
They weren't going to run any angles regarding Mania. They were all supposed to start next week. But,
Oh, dirt sheets,
yeah, according to the dirt sheets, but most of them started tonight. Triple H, Lesnar,
Ryback and
Ryback,
Henry.
Mark Henry, maybe.
There's another question I wanted to bring up. Where the fuck has Ryback been? So it's now gonna be Big Show, Sheamus, and Randy Orton, and Ryback hasn't even beat Shield yet.
Well, he's not going to beat the Shield.
No.
Okay, but Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus are. Why? Randy, Sheamus, and Ryback. That makes sense. Throw that on their Mania, and then you have Ryback finally go over Shield.
Well, I was reading on Twitter that they're thinking if that match gets made, that's when Orton turns heel. That's when
He's the
Orton.
leader.
That's when. Nah, he's not gonna be the leader, but that's when he turns heel on Sheamus. The Shield doesn't need a leader. Technically their spiritual leader is Ambrose. So, but yeah, they're thinking that Orton's gonna turn heel on Sheamus.
I'll wait and see.
But I'm guessing Big Show's turning face again.
Yeah.
Because apparently after all, the Shield jumped Big Show. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's on Raw Active.
Maybe. I don't have Raw active. I don't download that crap.
Put Big Show in a feud with Ryback, have him lose, put over Ryback, and retire. That's what I would do with Big Show, because it's gotten to the point where Big Show just does not contribute anything. And not in the bad way, it's just that he's been played out and booked horribly over the past 10 years.
Dude, Big Show?
Yes.
Eh,
Look, Big Show should have been what Andre the Giant was back in, and not the way where he was gonna be, the larger than life guy. I'm talking about he's gonna make appearances once, twice a month, once, twice a year, and have him be like that destructive force that no one can overcome.
so a special attraction. That's larger than life.
Yes.
But
And Big Show could have easily pulled that off if he wasn't played off as the funny, goofy baby face that he will play for like 5 years straight.
but the thing with that is, when Andre was doing that, he couldn't really physically wrestle that well.
Okay.
Big Show can physically still wrestle.
Okay.
That's the difference.
But that doesn't dispute anything that I just said, though.
Yeah, but that's the reason why Andre was a special attraction. He couldn't physically carry matches anymore.
Yeah, but Big Show should have been a special attraction. He should have been like, guess what, CM Punk, guess who you're gonna face? What? Big Show. And besides of laughter, you should have been hearing, oh shit, CM Punk has to face the Big Show?
Yeah, but then that
He's
makes
gonna get fucked.
yeah, but then that makes Big Show's appearances like possibly bigger than the Undertaker's appearance.
No, not necessarily. Not, if you had Big Show, take on SummerSlam and Undertaker
Take on SummerSlam.
He's gonna
Yeah.
take on the entire.
He's gonna take on the.
I mean, if you had Big Show, appear every SummerSlam, maybe go all the way from SummerSlam to Survivor Series and then leave, and you would have a great, you'd have a great character that you could bring back between that time frame and just dominate the entire WWE.
But you
And
would
then-
you wouldn't want to have him to have a WrestleMania moment. You just want him to have SummerSlam to Survivor Series.
He never wins at WrestleMania.
For
He won last year.
WrestleMania, but
That's it.
Deny him.
Well, technically, Big Show's won 3 times at Mania.
yeah.
In a tag team, in a in an 8-man, and last year.
Here's the thing. Big Show is one of the most worst booked wrestlers in WWE. He could have been something amazing. And it's not like Big Show is terrible. He's not. He's actually quite athletic for a guy his size. He's amazing at the mic for a guy his size. Where can you find a 7-foot monster like him who could, do promo work as well as he does and could move around the ring and wrestle as long as he has?
Great Khali.
No, you can't. That's
Yeah, are you 7-footers in general?
in general.
Kane.
Is Kane 7 foot,
He's
450 pounds?
but he's technically 6'11", but they're putting him at 7 feet. He's like 300 pounds.
He's a lot lighter than Big Show. I'm talking about 450, 500 pounder. Big Show is lucky he's not in the wheelchair right now because of his giantism. Because he could easily fall down and die in the next 3 years without any warning.
Well, he got that fixed.
Yeah, he had it fixed early.
Yeah, he caught that early. He got that fixed.
I don't know. Yeah, I still
What?
think
That's why he's still alive, because he got that
you
fixed.
still have to realize that the blood still has to rush through all of your body constantly. I'm not saying that he could die early now, but he could die still at a very young age. And he's lucky that he hasn't.
How old
He
is
has-
he right now?
He's like 48? If I'm not mistaken. Big Show's quite old.
If you want to talk about a guy with giantism, you talk about the Great Khali.
Oh, he's 41. Okay, Big Show is actually younger than I thought. Usually giantism, giantism would die early 50s, I think is the number.
Well, if you're gonna talk about that, you should talk about Great Khali because he had it recently.
He just had it removed like last year.
Yeah, he had it. If he
Had
didn't
what
get
removed?
removed, he would have probably died.
Had what removed?
The giantism thing.
The gland in his brain.
Yeah, that.
So, what are we talking about? I completely got us off topic.
I forgot too now. Crap.
Come on. Who gives a shit? No one's listening to this shit.
The Fatal 4-Way.
What? Are we already jumping on the Fatal 4-Way? How about we talk about the New Age Outlaws and how they...
Oh, where the crowd didn't cheer at all?
That one, I was like, really? I mean, they were going along when Road Dogg was doing his 5-time champions of the world, but that was the only time I heard a reaction for the Outlaws.
I was like, these kids don't know who these guys are.
It's not just the kids, though. It's the fucking adults who are bringing their kids, and they've never seen wrestling, but the only reason why they're there is because their kids wanted to go. That's why I don't like PG fucking era, because you're pretty much you're giving the focus to the wrong audience. Kids aren't the one who buys tickets and who buy the merchandise. It's their parents. So why showcase a show around kids when, you know, you're gonna have that one kid who's been failing at school and his parents won't buy him anything or take him to a Raw. So you're just losing money right there. When you could either just focus on like a 25-year-old and he's drunk off his ass one night and he decides, hey, I'm gonna buy 30 different things of WWE merchandise for the hell of it.
You know what the sad thing is? No, this is what they should do. They don't have a tag title match for Mania. This is what they should do. Kane and Bryan, the primetime players. Since Rhodes and Sandow don't have anything, Rhodes Scholars, New Age Outlaws, tag team titles.
You really want to put the New Age Outlaws in there?
Yeah.
You need a fourth tag team.
You don't have to go.
No, they're irrelevant.
Make them relevant. Those guys are
Well,
fucking
you got Bryan and Kane feuding with the primetime players, and you got Rhodes
I don't even
Scholars.
know if it's called feuding. They're just dominating them.
Well, they've had back and forth matches.
It's gone to the point where Hell No has reached a dead end, and they're not doing anything.
Well, you have them too, and then Rhodes Scholars were off and on having house show feuds with the New Age Outlaws. There you go. Have a fatal 4-way tag team match. And since Rhodes and Sandow ain't doing anything, put the belts on them. And have them feud with the New Age Outlaws for 2 months, but don't have the Outlaws win.
What are the house shows? Or?
No, on TV and pay-per-view.
Oh.
Do what they were do to them. Make that feud how LOD didn't lose to the New Age Outlaws when they were feuding with them.
Here's the thing. WWE needs to get their ass back to NXT, look at who they can pair up, and start breaking them up, because the Hell No isn't doing shit, Road Scholars aren't doing shit, the other teams aren't doing shit.
Like I said, tag team title match at Mania.
You got some fucking talented people in NXT. I don't know why you guys don't watch NXT. It's such an amazing show.
Oh, by the way, Conor O'Brien's being called up soon.
Yeah. So they said the same thing about Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. You come back to me when they get onto the roster.
Well, he tweeted it.
Yeah, well, Bray Wyatt tweeted 3 months ago that he was going to be returning around this time, or he was making his debut with Luke Harper around this
I
time.
didn't hear Luke Harper, I heard him.
He was pretty much going to bring up Luke Harper if he was going to be debuting.
Well, if he debuts,
They're going to want to debut the entire Wyatt family with him.
well, then you bring them both up. You don't just
Yeah,
bring one
yeah,
guy
you
up.
bring Eric Rowan, and you possibly bring up Rick Victor as well, who's possibly going to be joining the family as well.
But yeah, this overall, meh.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Throw away into the garbage.
I enjoyed it. I didn't see anything wrong with the show that I was like, that was shit. The Rock and Cena promo was okay. It wasn't great. It was very lackluster, but it was okay. You know, the matches were very short, but that I was gonna turn off the TV for. The Triple H promo was good, and the Fatal 4-Way match at the end was decent. There wasn't anything on the show that really made me want to, like, I'm not going to watch this, I'm going to turn off the TV. And I was at work, too. I could have just easily done anything. That, you know, I could have switched the channels and fucking other shit, and I would have been working on my, fixing consoles. But no, I stuck through Raw the entire time, and there's nothing that really made me... Can we talk about Zack Ryder for a second? What the fuck was he doing?
I
Push me.
did it actually say push me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Push me. Is he?
He's that desperate.
Mm-hmm.
He is so.
I'd rather push him off a cliff.
Okay, here's a prime example of wrestlers asking for a push,
No.
completely being like, nah, we'll think about it,
No,
and
no,
then they shit about it.
no. He's not asking. He's whining, crying, and complaining.
Whining.
No, he's asking. Yeah, he's whining and crying about it too, but he's legitimately asking him, give me something to do. And they're not doing shit about it. So when people say, oh, Dean Ambrose should go to creative and tell them that he should push them separately between Shield, WWE's not going to do shit. Creative is very keen about what they do, and they want to have control over everything, and they don't want the superstars being in control of anything, which is stupid because I think superstars should be able to have the input when it comes to what storylines are being put.
Well, I don't honestly think he's asking. I'm thinking he's just going on there so he can get their attention. He's just going, oh, I'm not on Mania. Hope they see this.
Well,
That's how I take it.
they booked him for the show, so most likely, they were expecting Ryder to come out and wear that. So most likely they know that he wants to push. They just have no idea what to do with him.
Yeah,
Frankly, I couldn't think of anything for Ryder either.
they booked him on the show to get jobbed out to Mark Henry.
If his feud with Ziggler and Swagger would have worked, I guess I would have seen Ryder do something a little bit more prominent in the WWE now. But since creative is so dumb and they dropped the ball on that so quickly and threw him in a feud with Cena and the other bitch, they would have had Ryder turn into something interesting and more like an underdog sort of thing going on. But no, it was WWE Creative's fault, the reason why Zack Ryder's in the current place that he is right now.
Alright. Well, moving
No
on.
one could give a damn about him.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, your overall ratings for Raw. And we're gonna go start with Joker. Go.
3 out of 10.
Okay. Big Fish.
6.5.
Jonesy.
5.5.
Greg.
7.5, and that's just because I felt it was a very decent show, and I felt it was one of the better old school Raws than the other ones that we had in the past.
Actually, make mine 6. I'm gonna have 6.
It wasn't like, it didn't feel like a throwaway show like they said it was. It worked as an old school, even though like some of the legends they had in there we've seen in the past, and they didn't really do anything to the product. But what they, everything for what it was good.
Alright, I'll give it a 6.5. In my opinion, the best match was Ryback and Cesaro. But that's just my opinion. Alright, moving on to news. You guys are gonna love this. Are you ready?
Sonny's in prison.
Nobody cares about Sunny.
About
She did it to herself.
He's in a state prison on $100,000 cash bond.
Good.
She did that to herself.
Her life.
Who
Good.
cares about Sunny?
This is the 6th time that she's been arrested on the same violation in the past 6 months.
She can't leave her boyfriend alone. And I don't know what to tell you.
She is a dumb cunt. I swear to God. We need to get her acting
People
together.
used to masturbate to her.
Oh. And now they're wishing they did.
Oh man, I masturbated to her.
What, now? Yeah.
She's in prison. Oh.
Maybe old pictures, but not like current ones.
That's what I'm talking about. You would masturbate to current pictures of Sunny?
No.
Older pictures. She was
Oh,
hot.
look at her in that
She
orange
was.
jumpsuit.
She was.
Oh god. That's disturbing. Anyway. That came sit.
Jumpsuits.
Now I'm gonna have her theme stuck in my head. Wonderful. Anyway, everybody's lovable luchador is hurt again. And no Sin Cara.
Oh.
Mysterio needs ACL surgery.
Surprise, surprise.
Why don't we just cut his legs off and give him robot legs?
Give him prosthetic legs.
Give him the Zach Gowen gimmick.
Give him-
God.
I want to see him run around with wooden legs on.
Start jumping out the sky, Rey Mysterio falling to the ground because he has no legs.
Seriously, no. This is like his 30th knee surgery?
I've lost count how many surgeries.
On that knee alone? Come on, man. It's time to retire.
I think he should lace up his boots.
He should lace them up.
You should take Chris.
Take
You
them
should
off,
take-
yeah.
You should take Chris Benoit's nickname and be called Rey Mysterio the Crippler.
The crippled.
Cripple.
Call him the crippled. The crippled luchador Rey Mysterio. Be great. I'd mark for it. He come out and molest all the children.
No.
He does it anyway, so.
No.
The June pay-per-view has a name. It is called Payback.
Okay,
Ew.
isn't payback just another word for vengeance?
I know. I'm not good.
Like, I'm
so
not
glad I'm
the
not
only
the only
one
one
who sees that,
Yeah.
right? Payback is just another word for vengeance. I'm gonna get vengeance on you. I'm gonna get payback on you. Come on. Come on, WWE. You can't be that fucking dumb.
Isn't it another term for backlash?
Wouldn't
it be like Backlash
is
as
more
well?
like backlash is more like the vengeance is like I'm gonna get you back. Backlash is more like you did something and you're getting the punishment back. So rather than you're giving it, it's you're getting the punishment. That's all I see that.
But yeah, that's the June pay-per-view, June 16th.
That just sounds like a PG pay-per-view, doesn't it? Payback.
Watch it be what? It's a June pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Most
it-
likely
it-
it's gonna suck.
It replaced No Way Out.
When was the last time a June pay-per-view was good?
A midsummer, or that's not even midsummer, is it?
Just a June
Beginning
pay-per-view.
of summer.
Last time a June pay-per-view was good.
Um,
Exactly. Fuck your shit. WWE.
Vengeance 2006.
To 2006. I don't even need to tell you guys how long that fucking was.
Cyber Sunday was in October. Because that was before No Mercy. No, that was after No Mercy. But yeah, I'm honestly thinking the June pay-per-view slot is going to be the only non-gimmick pay-per-view of the entire year. And it's going to keep constantly rotating. Until you find out that, hey, we can have a good show here. Oh, also, hey guys,
Have a good show. You don't need to fucking get some new damn writers in there and make it a good show.
oh, by the way, you know how you guys were saying you were glad that Linda McMahon was done with politics?
He's not.
Congress.
She's running for Congress
Damn.
next year.
Well, no, it's not confirmed yet.
Well, she's supposed to meet with the state
Greenwood
chairman.
Time reports that Linda McMahon may be running for Congress 2014. This comes after she gave several $1,000s to the Connecticut Republican Party last week. She also has a meeting with state GOP chairman Jerry Lombardola Jr. next week. The paper reached out to Linda for comment, but she declined. Most likely, the Republican Party's going to see her and be like, "You're fucking dumb. Get the fuck out of here."
You haven't won anything, you know.
She's running for Congress.
He spent more money in his Senate run than anybody in history. Republicans are gonna look at her and be like, "You are such a dumb bitch. Stop fucking. No one
Stop
wants.
fucking running.
Why are you running in a blue state?
And it's not even because of her past connections. She just can't do it.
Why are you running in a blue state? What makes you think you're everything way to Connecticut?"
Then what happened?
Linda McMahon and I have money.
Money can only get you so far.
What's even funnier is that she can't go anywhere else because you have to be born in that state in order to run, or you have to be like a citizen of that state. And so either they move out of Connecticut, or they have to move the entire WWE headquarters in order for her to run in another state, or she just has to face the fact that she's not going to be in any fucking tower.
Her herself can go move to Vermont or something. It was like a pump.
Yeah.
She's still 5.
She's going to fucking leave everything that's in Connecticut right now.
She could.
She doesn't have to do shit when she's living life. She doesn't have to do anything, but she just has to be a fucking woman and work.
Wait, that's what a woman does?
Stop having rights.
I thought a woman cooks the food was cooked. Well, you
Get back in the kitchen.
you're miscommunicated there, buddy. Somewhere along the lines, you got that mixed up. Orlando, Florida wants WrestleMania 31 or 32.
No, fuck you, Orlando, because you've already had, what was it, last year's WrestleMania.
They already had WrestleMania 24, which was in 2008.
Had like 5 of them already.
Miami.
Last year was in Miami.
And fuck you, Orlando. Fucking
Have it at
bring it back.
Disneyland. Or
I
Disney
finally
World.
I have money to go buy myself a WrestleMania ticket. They just need to bring it back to LA.
They're gonna have it right in the middle of the Magic Kingdom. That'd be epic. WrestleMania.
Space Mountain.
WrestleMania's
Have him wrestle in Space Mountain.
not going back to California.
Has seen him pull off the biggest heel move he could possibly do. He just gave an attitude adjustment to Mickey Mouse.
Oh, oh.
My God.
Through 2 tables, by God. But Dallas is a candidate, and I think Detroit is. I heard Detroit was another one.
Detroit asked for WWE to go check out their. What was it? What was the last time they had WrestleMania in Detroit?
23.
Yeah, like they really need the fucking money. Like I wouldn't be surprised they asked us for the Super Bowl. No one wants to fucking go to Detroit.
Detroit just had a
I don't
Super
want
Bowl.
to be near Detroit.
Detroit had a Super Bowl a few years ago.
Pontiac Dome.
They received a request from WWE. It would be at the same stadium that had 23.
No one wants to fucking go to Detroit to go watch fucking wrestle. I don't want to be shot going into fucking wrestle.
You don't want to be shot at going to Ford Field?
No.
Why
Look
not?
on the wrestle.
Oh,
God.
He's dead.
They should have it in Seattle again. Like this time in the Seahawks Stadium.
What's the number that WrestleMania brings into the economy? It's like, I think they said it was like $100,000. No, $100 million that gets pumped into the economy of whichever state holds WrestleMania.
Well, I'm reading the benefit from the city from 23 was $624,000 from an investment of $60,000.
624,000.
Yeah.
Oh, then my number's way off.
So it brings in more than 100,000.
I thought Miami broke like $1 million, didn't they?
Probably because of The Rock. Because of The Rock, 'cause he's from there.
Mm.
I'm curious about something.
What?
I have a curiosity. I'll be right back.
Okay then.
What's the news like?
Jericho is scheduled to be on Raw next week.
Fuck Jericho.
He's supposed to be on Raw and SmackDown, and he's supposed to be on Raw leading up to WrestleMania.
Jericho watches you masturbate.
He does. He's gonna be on Raw the night after WrestleMania too.
Hmm.
So yay.
So what's Jericho doing for WrestleMania?
Probably. Who knows?
Nothing. He should be the one who's facing Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship.
Jericho's not in the United States. He's from Canada.
Okay. I don't give 2 shits. He should be the one facing Antonio Cesaro for the United States Championship. You know why? Because that would be amazing. And it would put Cesaro over as hell.
Yeah, because Jericho's not gonna win the belt.
No, of course not. You don't fucking put the United States Championship on someone like Jericho. But if alone having Jericho be like, I want the United States Championship, and Antonio Cesaro beating Jericho for it, to retain it, that already makes Cesaro look amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Jesse Sorensen is officially retired. I don't know if you heard about that.
Oh, he is? I
Yeah.
didn't hear about that.
He works in TNA's marketing production assistant team.
Oh, that sucks. He must have the worst job ever.
He changed his thing on Twitter to former X Division wrestler. From what I heard, doctors told him he couldn't wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
But you know, poor Zena Ion did it. Zena Ion's a piece of trash.
I didn't know.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about.
He sucks.
Not really.
He
You can take
sucks.
bumps really good.
Yeah, but he sucks.
Mike, you just hate everything.
I hate bad wrestlers.
He doesn't like wrestlers that hurt other wrestlers.
I hate bad wrestlers. You hate like 98% of everybody who enters a ring.
No.
Yes.
No.
Right,
Oh.
move on.
The rumor of the Aces and Eights vice president is Abyss.
Hmm.
AKA Joseph Park.
Wait, what?
Angle unmasked somebody on Impact Thursday.
He didn't even look like Abyss. You know what Abyss's arms look like, and that dude just did not have the arms that Abyss has.
Well, they're saying it's either their main suspect is Abyss, but they're also thinking it could be Bully Ray,
No,
and somebody threw out their
if
AJ.
it's Bully Ray, I'm quitting TNA because that's a definite Russo swerve. That's 100% of a Russo swerve. And why do we have to? If Kurt Angle knows who the Aces and Eights vice president is, or whatever the fuck it is, now, why do we have to wait a week to know who it is?
I don't think we're gonna go to a lockdown.
Fucking god damn it. So what, Kurt Angle's gonna come out and he's gonna like tease saying it, he's like, I know who the vice president of Aces and Eights is.
Pretty much.
I am the only one here who knows who it is. And I could say it right now, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to do it right, and then Ace and Ace comes out and kicks his ass. And it's like, you could have just fucking said it like fucking last week, but you didn't. Why? It's TNA, you're a piece of shit. Stop existing. Goodbye.
But they also said a swerve could be AJ, because apparently in one of the segments on Impact he rode off on a motorcycle.
The guy who played the vice president, whatever the fuck, he looks way bigger than AJ.
Okay, because I didn't see it. I didn't see that part.
No, he looks way bigger than AJ. That's a no-no.
Well, the one segment I saw, AJ's like all rugged now. He's got all that facial hair.
So, are they not doing Chris Compton as another member of Aces and Eights because they're not basically?
Chris Compton's in Ring of Honor.
He's still booked as someone who works for OVW. Though.
Yeah, but Chris Compton's in Ring of Honor.
That fucking sucks.
He's part of Kevin Steen's Scum group.
Is he?
He debuted at this 11th anniversary show Saturday night.
TNA has got rid of someone else who could have benefited in the future. That's the fucking problem with TNA, because I don't know what the fuck TNA is going to be doing in the next 2 years when half the fucking wrestlers will be injured old hags.
Oh, and Adam Cole lost the TV belt, so if he impressed WWE, he's probably going there soon.
Ooh, I can't wait. Because Adam Cole is like, well, he's like 23.
Something like that.
And if he's getting hired right now for WWE, he's going to have a bright future.
And the Briscoes lost the tag team belts.
That I'm not gonna say anything about that because the Briscoes had plenty of opportunities in the past to sign with WWE.
But yeah, the guys in Scum now are. Let me see this. Rhett Titus. Cliff
I
Compton.
heard that Scum is turning into a big NWO angle.
Yes.
All the heroes in the company are just joining them.
Well, it's Rhett Titus. Rhett Titus was a face. He joined. Cliff Compton joined.
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy. And who was the other guy? Oh, Jimmy Rave. those were the four that joined. But if they're going to be the new NWO, Kevin Steen's going to be out because they're probably going to turn him face. Because it's been all Steve Carino.
It's getting to the point where Ring of Honor doesn't have any big names.
The big
Hopefully they start bringing in new guys. Because I look towards Ring of Honor to show me, who's going to be the future of wrestling.
Well, I can tell you who the future is. It's Adam Cole.
Adam Cole.
Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman.
Mhm.
Kadarius Thomas. He's some black guy. I've seen him a few times. Michael Elgin and Fishin' O'Reilly. They're the future. But and Matt Taven, he's pretty good too. But yeah, it's all Steve Carino. Kevin Steen's doing like nothing. So who knows? If it can work, it can work. But anyway, that's all I got for news. Since this week was a very slow week.
Paige's house show debut.
Who cares?
Who
Who?
did?
He said Paige.
Oh yeah, she beat AJ.
She's been working house shows though for a while.
She's been working at house shows, but it was surprising that she got a win over AJ.
Yeah, she's been doing house shows. But anyway, we're gonna go to top. Yeah, I just looked over a couple sites. That's all they had that was worth talking about. But Pop Flop and Botch, Joker, go.
My pop goes to I'm gonna give it to the New Age Outlaws for showing up tonight, because I like them.
All right.
Flop goes to the Rock and Triple H promo, because I think they sucked.
All right.
And and Botch goes to the entire Raw. Goes to the rest of Raw. Yes. Well, the rest of it, yeah.
Right, Big Fish, go.
Flop would be New Age Outlaws. Flop would be The Rock. And Botch would be The Miz.
With the Miz Botch.
Just figure 4.
Did he botch that?
When
Yeah,
doesn't
he
he?
like
He looked like he botched it. I wasn't really paying attention.
he's like one of the legs.
Jonesy, go.
My pop goes for Undertaker returning and New Age Outlaws. My flop goes to probably just the entire Raw. It's not all that great. My botch goes to Miz and his mic because it didn't work at first. It's a sign.
Great, go.
My pop goes to CM Punk facing The Undertaker at WrestleMania, now that we know that's official. My flop goes to two things. One, I think I'm officially going to be working Monday nights. I'm not sure about this though. I need to talk to my manager more about it. I really want to be able to get out of work early, but he wants me to stay till fucking closing time, and I'm just not gonna do that. My other flop goes to Joker for being a super smart. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joker.
Thank
Oh
you.
no shit.
It's an honor
Don't care.
and a privilege.
Actually, everybody's in here are fucking smart.
You
guys
are
just need to
too.
fucking
You are
no.
really-
I give
You're
credit where credit is deserved, and you guys are like, oh shit. You guys gotta understand that
Because I know.
not every episode of Raw and SmackDown is gonna be a CM Punk promo. And you gotta take what's decent and turn it into product. Like Brodus Clay and Tensai. You know, you may not like Brodus Clay, but what Tensai is doing right now is actually quite funny and entertaining.
Correct. I like Tensai. I don't like Brodus Clay.
Do you like what Tensai is doing right now with Brodus Clay?
No.
Yeah, okay.
I feel sorry for him.
I feel it's quite entertaining. If they can't find anything for Tensai to do right now, and just throwing him in something with Brodus Clay, that's kind of fun. I'm completely fine with it. As long as in the future they're gonna decide on something for Tensai to do. And then my bodge goes to some old lady who was driving in front of me when I was coming over here because she was pissing me off
There you go.
and she was driving super slow.
Oh, Big Fish will have to tell you his story of his driving adventure last night when the show's over.
Oh, you didn't hear that, did you?
I really don't give a shit, but well,
We almost had a member arrested.
what?
Well, he'll tell you after.
Jimmy left the.
How
Joker.
about you?
Get the mic out of your ass.
How about you tell me right now so we could make the podcast a little longer and it'll be nice banter.
Big-
for the podcast.
Big Fish almost got arrested for his music being too loud. Tell him, Big Fish. I can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
Any-
Wasn't like anything bad. It was just like a warning.
Yeah,
Alright.
and you sat there for 15 minutes.
Okay, well, I got caught speeding, and I had to sit there for fucking 15 minutes while the cop was doing his shit. And then he came back, he's like, okay, here, then gave me a ticket, he's just like, just pay this off and you can go. I'm like, okay, thank you.
Big Fish almost got arrested. It was funny.
I had to get the car too. Listen, that was the first part.
Because you're,
I don't know what this shit would happen.
that's because you're a pothead.
Who said that?
My point exactly. You just proved my point. Thank you.
WWE star improving his English.
Nobody cares.
Mhm.
It's Yoshi Tatsu.
Yoshi noted on Twitter that he's taking English lessons in hopes of succeeding in WWE.
Lessons.
Breaking
Check
news.
out English rations.
Breaking news, Yoshi Tatsu, future WWE champion.
Because he's learned English.
That's the
Not the
English now.
Oh my god. Anyway,
I want Yoshi Tatsu to be taught by a redneck. I want Yoshi Tatsu to turn into the next
Hey,
big thing.
Zeb.
no. 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 No.
Yoshi Tatsu, next Jimmy Wayne Yang, he's gonna succeed.
No.
It's absolutely amazing.
No.
Zeb Coulter as Yoshitatsu's English teacher.
Okay. Jimmy's pop flopping botch. His pop was from CM Punk saying the quote of the night, which I don't remember what it was, but okay. The flop was for Raw, and the botch was for Mae Young, why she's still alive. Thank you, Jimmy. And my pop flop and botch. Oh, next for
Before you do it, is Mae Young seriously thinking about wrestling Stephanie McMahon's daughter when she turns 100? Because she's 90 and looks like she could barely move.
dude. If she's still alive when she's 100, she could probably do it.
Did you see her right now? She had to be held up by like
Peter was-
8 different
You can beat her with a
It's like
Okay, your mic sucks when you do that. I'm just saying.
Joke,
Sorry.
you just get the fuck out.
Shut the fuck up, Greg.
He's broadcasting. He can't get out. Wait till he's done.
Yeah, so shut up, Greg.
And my pop and botch goes. My pop goes to Punk telling a woman what is she gonna do about it when he interrupted Mae Young's thing. My flop goes to not knowing that lockdown was this weekend. I thought it was 2 weeks from now.
It is.
Yeah, I just looked. It's the 10th.
I haven't watched TNA in a while.
God.
And my botch goes to TNA completely screwing up the lockdown concept because most of their matches are going to be standard matches and not cage matches.
Okay, I've been watching TNA recently. I've been trying to catch up. They're not doing anything. Like, their main focus is aces and eights. And that's not even progressing at a rate that I want it to be progressing.
Aces and Aces is going to win the main event at Lockdown.
Aces and eights has been going on for far too long.
It's almost a year.
Because they keep on fucking teasing that they're gonna mask. They should have unmasked a new Aces and Eights member every week. We shouldn't have waited a month between each unmasking because you're just there's something about writing. You could write something and it could be at a perfect length to where it's gonna last 4 to 5 months. Then you're gonna write something that's gonna last 8 to 12 months, and you're pretty much just spreading the writing out. And that's what TNA is doing with Ace and Eights. They're taking what you can do in a week and they're spreading it out into 3 individual shows, which is terrible writing.
Well,
And it's like what WWE does. WWE takes what you can do in a week. No, it takes what you can do in 3 weeks, and like jam packs it into like one show.
Pardon me. But if Aces and Eights doesn't win at Lockdown, just cancel it. Cancel the feud. Kill the group. Because I think Aces and Eights has won one match at all.
And they still haven't even announced who the president is. Who's like the actual, like they're just announcing who the vice president. They should have done this like 4 months ago, at least 4 months ago.
They should have done the Bound for Glory.
They have waited way too long, and everything else that isn't Aces and Eights is garbage. Absolute garbage.
It's like
TNA had the best Divas division, Knockouts division, whatever you want to fucking call it, and it's shit.
well, it's
Had
like
the tag team division, and who fucking knows who the tag team's champions are now, right?
the tag champs are Rude and Aries.
Yeah, and two guys who were in the main event 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Who were feuding each other are now the tag team champions, and
Yeah.
there's no one else they can feud with.
It's like when they did they spoiled that Bischoff and Briscoe were Aces and Eights, and then they waited 3 months to do the actual reveal.
God, it's just so dumb. Yeah.
And like everybody,
Shoot a video, and it's gonna be like an hour-long video, but I just need to shoot a video where it's just me explaining everything that TNA is doing wrong, because I feel like, and this is gonna sound super smartish, but I feel like I could point out everything that TNA is doing wrong, and just completely fix it.
and anybody can do that.
Mm.
Anybody can pretty much book a show that would work.
No, I'm not talking booking the show. I'm talking about completely tearing TNA limb by limb, exposing everything from the way they produce the television, from the way they do the camera angles, from the way they have their from the fucking ring.
You're not gonna fix the camera issues. You're not
Like
you're not
God
gonna fix that.
damn, I fucking hate. One of the first things that I started hating about TNA was when they got rid of the six-sided ring. And I've said it before on the podcast, and I'll say it again. That six-sided ring is what made TNA special.
Well, there's a lot of things that made TNA special, and they killed them all off.
The double entrance, the two different entrances where the stars would come out.
The face and heel entrance.
Yeah, that was. I love that. I love them coming out of the tunnel, and you always saw the back of them when they were leaving the tunnel. It was cool, it was awesome. There was no other company that looked like that, and now they look like any other wrestling company.
But the sad thing is with the two tunnel thing, Ed was basically telling the fans you're retarded and you don't know who's heel and who's face.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would.
Well, you got a heel tunnel and you have a face tunnel.
I don't. It was the sole reason that you had two different teams or two different stars coming out of separate entrances rather than the same one.
Yeah, but you're supposed to know by your. You shouldn't have a tunnel to tell you who's a bad guy and who's a good guy.
You really fucking, promote that this is where the bad guys are going to be coming out of, and this is where the good guys are going to.
I'm talking about using common sense.
If you use your common sense, but let's be frank here. Who has common sense watching TNA? Exactly.
You got me there.
They're dumbasses. So if as long as they didn't say this is where the bad guys come out, this is where the good guys come out, it's not really a problem. Because no one gives two shits. They just
This is
know.
where the big boys play.
Just know that one superstar is coming out of that entrance, and another superstar is coming out of that entrance. You don't know which entrance. They just know that one of them is coming out of that one, and another one's coming out of that one. That's all you care, and that's what made TNA just special. That they had that, and now they're as generic as anything else.
What killed it for me was when they got rid of King of the Mountain.
The King of the Mountain was special too, but it was you could say the same thing about King of the Ring and how WWE got rid of that, and how
Yeah, but
that actually good.
That was a complete pay-per-view, though. I'm talking about like just a match in general.
Yeah.
They still bring that concept back every 3 years. But they
Most
completely...
bring it back. Jeff Jarrett decides to be back on TV for one more year.
Yeah.
No doubt that they will bring the King of the Mountain back for one more year.
It should. If they ever bring it back, it needs to be at Slammiversary.
No, it will come back, but it'll be pointless.
Yeah,
It'll be
it
completely
won't mean
pointless
anything.
because the person who wins it is going to go on to face, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Well, the King of the Mountain was usually a title match anyway.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then it'll just be completely pointless at the end because some shenanigans are going to happen like TNA always does and fuck it all up.
But yeah, the lockdown concept, the pay-per-view, they took a good thing and
TNA could be succeeding right now if they just decided to produce the show the way they produced it back in like 2003.
so you wanted at the Asylum.
No, I'm not saying the location. I'm just saying production-wise.
It was worse back then. Early TNA shows, yeah, it was bad.
Hey, that's 2005, 2004.
2004 is when the production value shot up because they went to Florida.
Okay, 2004 then.
Yeah, for the
If
first.
they went by the production as they were back in 2004, TNA would be succeeding a lot more than they would be right now.
2000.
And can we? Oh, let's really quickly talk about what Bret Hart said because he said something very interesting. A lot of people are giving him shit about.
What did they say now?
Bret Hart said that Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan do nothing for TNA.
He's pretty much right.
And everybody was like, "Oh, Bret Hart, you sound like some old assholes. Shut up. You don't know anything." When Bret Hart is finally speaking some truth, that they do nothing.
Hogan doesn't even want their current champion.
Didn't Hogan was like, "We don't want Bobby Roode. I'd rather have Jeff Hardy as TNA World Heavyweight Champion." And like 2 years later, he wants Bobby Roode to be champion, and he doesn't want Jeff Hardy to be there.
Because Hardy was gone for those 4 weeks.
Yeah, because he didn't want to. He couldn't appear in London.
Yeah, because of his drug conviction.
Yeah.
It's the only reason why he couldn't go to London. Because of his court case.
Yeah.
They knew that going in. Hogan knew that going in. Hogan was there when Hardy got suspended.
Was Hogan there when Hardy had that match with?
Yeah, it was in 2011. Hogan
Yeah.
was there. Because Hardy was in
Yes, let's talk about that match again.
No, it's not. Let's not. We would spend an hour on a 3-second match. Do you really want to do that?
Yep.
That's fucking
Best
stupid.
match ever.
I still remember watching. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Alright, when we do our review show, I'll find that match and we'll review it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that match. That'll be a good match to start with.
There's like a 17-minute video and the actual match is 3 minutes long. That's sad.
That will be our first one.
It wouldn't be a review of the match. It'd just be like everybody shitting on Hardy.
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea. We do that. I do that anyway. So what difference would it make? But okay, we're done.
Leave your comments in the comments below.
Yes.
Who think that CM Punk is going to beat the streak at WrestleMania? We would love to hear you guys think. Blah 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 blah.
Do you think Cena will beat The Rock, or will Rock retain the belt?
I think
I
I think that Cena will beat the streak because under Punk, Lesnar and Folo.
Lester. Oh,
Just like a black guy, you cannot understand a word he was saying.
by the way,
Because I'm black, y'all.
on our Facebook page, I joined some random wrestling group just to get the name out there, and somebody posted a thing that said, "Who's Taker gonna wrestle at Mania?" Some retard said Cena. No. Some retards said Lesnar. After it was already reported that he wasn't wrestling Lesnar. Then some idiot said Cena and Ryback.
Feed me, Taker.
So one kid seems to think that Taker's wrestling either Ryback or John
Was
Cena.
he Indian?
I don't
They
know.
have like Hapaji Guarisad
I
as
think,
the
it, I, think it, I think it was an American name,
Oh.
but yeah.
If there was some Indian, I'd have been like, well, there's your fucking answer. They don't know shit.
But it's like after last week, when Cena was talking about the title match, like after Raw ended, the guy posted, "I think Taker's gonna wrestle Ryback or Cena." It's like, where have you been since the Royal Rumble?
Where have you been since WrestleMania 27?
28.
No, 27, when The Rock hosted.
Oh, yeah. It's like, where have you been?
Well, you should have called this 2 years ago. That this was gonna happen. I called it. I'm not sure what you did.
It's like, where have you been? What does Taker have to gain from wrestling Ryback? It's like, no. John Cena's got The Rock. It's only been built up like that for God knows how long.
If Ryback wrestled The Undertaker, does that mean that Ryback eats dead people?
Feed me, corpse.
That means he will be the new Kane. And he'll be going against their dead guy.
Feed me, Katie Vick.
Oh, God.
Aw.
Anyway, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, all that good stuff. All the links will be there. Next week is Lockdown, episode 60.
Is it next week?
Yep, next Sunday. I just said that.
I thought it was in 2 weeks.
So did I. I looked it up. It's next Sunday.
The 10th.
Yep.
March 10th.
Yep. So if you do have to work on Monday, we will be able to do a show on Sunday, and we'll do the review show on Monday after Raw.
I'll let you know.
Speaking of the review show, if you want us to review crappy old wrestling matches, send them to us in the comments.
Send them to Mike. Don't send them to me, because God knows I won't fucking drag them.
I said in the YouTube comments. Greg doesn't like watching.
If you send me anything about old matches, I'll just reply back being like, shut the fuck up.
Greg doesn't like old wrestling.
It's not that I don't, yeah, it's not like I hate old wrestling, it's just that I don't like reviewing matches that happened 10 years ago.
Who said they were going to be happening 10 years ago? They could happen last week.
Oh,
What are you-
Mr. Mike over here trying to pull something on me. Shut the
What are
fuck up.
Okay. We'll see you guys next week.
Stuff some ginger tits in a blender and put on full blast.
End it there, Joker.
Bye-bye. Hold on.